Okay, let's unpack this. Today we're doing a deep dive into something, well, pretty fundamental if you're creating content online. How do you actually structure a blog post so it, you know, works, gets found by search engines, and actually keeps people reading? We got some source material here, some excerpts that lay out a method. And our mission really is to pull out the best insights, the actionable stuff for you.
Yeah, and what's fascinating here, I think, is this core challenge, right?
Yeah.
How do you balance the technical SEO side with making something genuinely useful, engaging for a real person? This deep dive, it's going to unpack the key steps from the source, showing how you can, hopefully, do just that.
Okay, so where does the source say we should start? Like the first step?
Right, it really zeroes in on that opening paragraph. Super crucial. Think of it like the TLDR of your post. Too long, didn't read.
Right,
Yeah.
the summary up front.
Exactly, because, that's often all people see. In search results, maybe AI previews now too. So it has to nail what the post is about, and crucially, why should the reader care? And yeah, weave in that main keyword, but, naturally, if that first bit doesn't hook them, well, the rest doesn't really get a chance, does it?
Makes total sense. No click, no read. Simple as that. So, okay, you've hooked them. What's the source say is next? What's essential after that?
Well, the notes really stress following that hook by identifying the real problem, the reader's actual pain point.
So not just the topic, but the struggle.
Precisely. It's about showing empathy. You're putting their challenge into words. Maybe it's a frustration, something they're trying to figure out. And doing that clearly, without a ton of jargon, that shows you actually get it, builds trust. And it tells search engines, hey, this content matches this specific need.
I like that point about empathy. So how do we translate that understanding into the actual content according to the source?
Well, sometimes, the source points out, adding a bit of context or background can help. But it's not just filler, right? It's about adding depth. Maybe you quickly mention, industry changes that cause the problem, or why the old ways of doing things don't work anymore. It just adds a layer of authority, shows you understand the bigger picture.
Gotcha. So set the stage, show you understand the problem, maybe add context. Then what? Where's the actual, solution?
Yes. This is the heart of it. Step 4 in the source material. Delivering the real useful insights, the solutions. This is where you give them the practical steps, maybe a framework, the actual advice. And the source says, make it clear. Break it down.
How? Technically?
Use subheadings. What people call H2s, H3s, your section titles, basically, maybe bullet points. Things that make it easy to scan. Because let's face it, people skim, but search engines also use that structure. The source literally says, this is where the value lives. Easy to digest, but valuable.
The great point, structure serving both the skimmer and the algorithm. Okay, value delivered. How do you wrap things up effectively?
Right, so the source then says, connect it back to the reader's goals. Well, most people reading business stuff are looking for, more visibility, maybe leads, maybe sales. So after you teach them something useful, spill it out. How does this help them get closer to their goal? What's the risk if they don't do this? Make that connection really clear.
Reinforces the why. Okay.
Right.
And then there's that tricky part the source mentions. Sort of offer.
Yeah, the soft mention. Step 6, and the source is really clear. This can't feel like a pushy sales pitch.
Right. Helpful, not salesy.
Exactly. It should feel like a natural next step, building on the help you already gave. The example they give is something like offering a quick review that shows where your online visibility is falling short. See, it's helpful, not demanding.
Okay, and the very end, the closing.
The source calls it a friendly nudge. Basically, you wrap up, maybe repeat the main benefit one last time, prompt the next logical step clearly. You might use the keyword again if it fits naturally. Keep the tone helpful. The example closing phrase was something like, if you're trying to get more people to find and trust your business online, this is the next step worth taking. Helpful.
Okay, let me see if I've got the structure down from the source. Hook them fast in the intro, show you get their real problem, maybe add context, then deliver the core value. Broken down clearly, H2s, H3s, short paragraphs. Keep it skimmable, but valuable. Then connect that value to their results. Visibility, leads, whatever. Offer a soft, helpful next step, and end with a friendly nudge, repeating the benefit. It's like a journey, really.
It is. What's fascinating here is how that structured journey works on both levels. It guides the human reader logically, from interest to maybe action, but it also gives search engines all those signals they need: keywords, structure, clear topic focus. It's quite elegant, actually.
It is.
Which kind of raises an important question, doesn't it, for you listening? How much does sticking to a defined structure like this affect your own unique voice? Your creativity, maybe that spontaneous spark you want in your writing. Does it help focus it, or does it feel, I don't know, a bit limiting? Definitely something to think about as you plan your next piece of content.